Welcome to the first full season of Knuckle Master.
Woo!
We're here to do some commentary on this.
So we're going through all the episodes?
Yep.
Oh, dang.
We got a lot to talk about, I hope.
I heard that. Guess it's the best time to do it as any, as this is your intro and the first video.
Yeah. I feel like we went a little bit on too long on that one, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you basically have a montage for the first video, just explaining who you are.
Oh yeah, the first video. That was a really hard one to do, honestly.
I mean, you do a great job at doing a montage.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I had no idea what I was doing for the first video, to be honest.
Do you have any idea what you're doing now?
No, but I still chucking along.
I mean, that's all you can do, and... I mean, that's half the battle.
That's half the battle.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been wanting to do this whole YouTube thing for like years, and I got just so sick of like me just sitting around just like what should be my first video should be about, and I just like kind of just said no, screw it, you know.
Intro.
Who am I? No, who are you? Because who's going to watch this video?
I do find it funny.
That was my thought process of this.
I mean, while rewatching this, like, you did have like a picture of Steiner and Vivi in this.
Yeah.
Were you like playing Final Fantasy VII at the time, or relatively close to it?
Yeah.
Like, I think you beat it recently, and that's why.
Yeah, that's why there was a bunch of Final Fantasy stuff in there, just because we did Final Fantasy 8 and 9, and then we decided to do Final Fantasy 7 on the stream, and we thought it would be a great idea to voice the characters during the stream.
Like we did while doing the playthrough.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone actually enjoys that or not. It's hard to really say.
Yeah. Not only that, but I just in this video I just want to get the idea in people's heads that I just want to talk about everything, literally, and everything around video games and anime and things like that.
That little subtle smirk.
Yeah.
After you pointed that out, I notice it every time now.
Yeah, the virtual fighter smirk.
Mm.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize, like, I've been thinking about this for years, and I just, like, I never looked up anybody's, like, first videos, and it's like, when you do, it's just like, they kind of just go for it, or some random BS, kind of like this one.
Yeah, I like it how you're, like, talking about, like, video games to start on a channel, and then your first thing is stop motion animation about Cloud and Squall trying to hit on Samus.
Well, I was hoping to get this one out, like, during Valentine's Day, but I just realized that stop motion and all and then the background is all green screen, and it just
I remember it driving you up a wall trying to get that to function.
Oh my god, dude. The freaking Adobe sucked doing green screen.
It's like not the greatest animation, but there's some moments where I have to admit that it's like, yeah, that actually ended up pretty decent looking.
Yeah, the gum on his shoes so it can stick onto the skateboard.
It's on the freaking ways we got around some of this stuff.
Yeah.
The grinding and all that.
Yeah. Oh my god. And
I feel like this was probably one of the more... That and Zero later on might have been part of your favorite ones.
God dang, dude! Like, you can see like the green screen like going through Cloud and Squall, and certain items, and that looks good.
That was pretty good. I also like what's coming up with like how we made the board flip. You know.
Yeah. And that was
was
my
pretty
idea
good.
to like.
I like the fact for that scene. You're like, how are we gonna make it where it looks like you froze it at his face? And I just told you to record, and I just threw the board.
Yeah. I also like when you're like, how we're gonna make it look like he catched it. I'm like, well, why not just lay him down and
Just do it that
catch
way.
the shit.
This is a great way to solve it. I do find it weird or kind of funny in a way that like it's like how are we gonna emphasize this point, and you just start talking about an anime.
Yeah. Talk about like a 20-year-old anime that no one watches anymore. But I still remember Endless 8, damn it.
Oh yeah, it was 8 episodes of the same thing.
What's the anime called? Fighting Hari Suzumiya?
Good
Good God, yeah. Oh man, this is my favorite part from this video. Where he just crashes the arcade and kicks it. Oh man, that I felt so good about that one.
Just like how, like I don't know if anyone noticed like how like, what was it, the bishop is what she called or something? I forget.
Yeah, from
Like she bashes her head on the freaking arcade machine. It just gets shot and turned into a skeleton.
Is that the one you like?
Oh,
I mean,
man.
after seeing you play Dread, like I can see Samus just being angry
Yeah, she's just always angry.
at all times. Peak anger.
I didn't know how to animate that, so I kind of just wanted to look like she's just sliding in and dragging metal.
You know what? She kind of reminds me of a
That
dragon.
Gigante. What was it? Pre-order?
Yeah, from the Monster Underworld. Yeah.
And then you just like post a bunch of Capcom dragons.
And then talking about slaying a dragon, like trying to ask a girl out on a date is like slaying a dragon. You know, you're scared as shit, but you're gonna feel accomplished when you do it. You know, that's what that was the idea behind that metaphor. I remember that time where someone was like, "Oh, how I asked this girl out," and I'm just like, "Dude, you just gotta go in there. You gotta go in that scary cave and just say, go slay that dragon.
The dragon.
Go slay that dragon. Come on, go in there. You can do it."
Anyways,
I also find it
Don't be
funny, like
scared.
the entire time we had this in joke about Squall keep calling Cloud Zack.
it is a part of life.
Might be something that keeps coming back when we ever go back to that.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do another one of these, but I just don't know like if people just actually like this or not.
Life always wins.
I'm guessing no, because I only got like what 90 views on
What I'm
this.
trying to say is,
But the green screen footage of this video gotten
way up in that
like
top
168 views.
Funny how that works.
and there
It's like, you know, make a sketch. It's gonna get a lot more than the actual finished product for some reason.
Yeah.
It's more raw. It's interesting.
Failed franchise.
Well, I like how egotistical Cloud is being right now.
They're not getting into Smash, I'll tell you that.
Like, it wasn't like a Fluffy Talks video. Like, it had something to do talking about like the cheese bag thing, where it says like "Stay fresh cheese bags," so that's why we put that in there.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is sword. I'm saying like a play on words, something strong, suiting, get their attention.
Like, you did a pretty great job on trying to like get a lot of motion from like these two like images with no.
Yeah, just like little stick puppets.
Just moving them around.
So you get your moody butt up and go slay that
Poor
dragon.
dragon.
Did someone say dragon?
Oh man, I had my girlfriend trying to voice this, and she was
Oh my
just
gosh.
super awkward
There's a
about it.
dragon?
So that's why like you hear like Lightning's voice from Final Fantasy 13 Returns.
I mean, to be fair, Lightning's voice kind of works pretty well
for
the-
Samus, yeah.
Decent enough, you know.
I mean, you won't notice.
Probably not. Like Ridley just flying in the background for a second. Whoosh.
I know you're under there.
Checking under.
I'll cut you Zach, what are you doing? You're embarrassing me, man. Dude, you know she's afraid of dragons, right? Like, come on. Dude.
Yeah, the whole point of calling him Zach, we just wanted to make this huge joke at the end of it. Because if you play Final Fantasy VII, you get the joke that Cloud thinks he's actually Zack. He actually thinks he lives Zack's life, but he ended up not doing that. And he just happened to remember it that way. And when Cloud was just passed out the entire time. Right?
Yeah, basically kind of was. I don't know. It's been a while since I played Crisis Core.
Yeah.
That went more in depth, but I think in the original he was mainly in a tube. Yeah, there's you working on that video joke. See how many times we could spot this.
Yeah. Spot the me when editing video joke comes up.
What episode? What Sonic was that from?
It's from Sonic X.
Start with
Sonic
something
X.
like
Yeah, I don't know which episode. I'm not a total Sonic nerd, okay.
Fair enough.
howdy, partner.
I'm just glad to go with howdy partner.
It actually worked by just saying hi. Holy crap. It's like some people actually overthink this stuff, like me.
I always love this scene just because of that little moment of Jerry with putting his heart back in. I don't know why, but like that little animation.
And then I also like went with like real horror with the real heart beating.
The same. Does it like say like gross or something?
Yeah.
Yes. God, this chicken was. You
I
got
kind of liked adding the like one frame joke for those people who just really want to rewatch it. And they're just like, hey, I noticed that. Yeah, and then they go back and try to scrub and see the one frame joke for nothing.
It's also kind of something to note that like we have like the Kingdom Hearts Cloud in there instead.
Hey man, the real Cloud is expensive, and I happen to have the Kingdom Hearts Cloud, and what do you want me to do about it? He's the edgelord, you know? I think it kind of works, because he's eager to take his soul and how we protect him.
You mean, yeah.
cheese bag.
Oh, dude, I thought you
Little
weren't
fucking-
called Zach.
The freaking
Did all those things.
hats
Yeah,
on.
there's that big joke where we're talking about. It's like, oh, I thought you want to be called Zach because he actually did all those
Those for
things.
life, for sure, man.
I mean, he did a lot of things too.
Let's have some fun.
We didn't really know how to end this video, so we kind of just made a bunch of endings for it. Yup, and, you know, it's up to
You ever
you.
watched like the Clue movie? It just has different endings for some reason.
Yeah.
Honestly, a pretty good movie.
This one, I mean,
I do love like how like interesting the start is because you use that random footage of these guys fighting over that when you were playing that game pretty well.
well, they say like the first 15 seconds of a YouTube video is important, so I just want to slap some random shit and see what works.
Did it work?
And I mean, it got more views than the last one,
Fair enough.
so I'm doing something right? But
I don't
the
really
idea
get around.
came for this video. It's just because we're like moving next door from our old apartment,
To my new apartment.
and I just like, well, this is taking up all my time, and why not just make a whole video about it?
That was a lot of stuff to move.
Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
what we got here.
And especially like what,
Tostino?
just a weekend,
Yes, I can have
or did we have a whole week?
I think we had a whole week, but you were gone most of it.
Yeah, I had to work. You had to work.
I just got to go home. and
No
start
one was
moving.
off, and like so. We were totally screwed on that.
I remember our landlord coming in and it's just like, I need you to go back over there and clean the oven. There's some crumbs in there and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, I was told you guys were throwing this out, so I didn't think it would have been a major thing.
Yeah. Yeah, our landlord gave us a bunch of problems about moving. Even they were new people that bought the place, and they fixed up the apartment next door, and then they kicked us out on the old one, so we had to move within a week. Surprise! But I was
I
kind of
mean-
happy about the move and got tired of the old apartment anyways.
So, I mean, once it got back here, a good bit of stuff was moved, and you honestly got like a video in as well. Surprisingly productive.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hated those wires.
The wired squid.
The wire squid in the box.
I'm done?
Yeah. I love that joke too. It's like
The magic
the magic
of video editing.
of video editing. That took me what, like all day to do that?
Yeah. I remember when, before you got back, like, one of our friends came over and we were actually eating on the box that housed that entire desk. Or cabinet, what would call it.
And then I just got the PS5 while we were moving too. I got it through Walmart. I got lucky. I won the refresh war. That's what I was basically trying to say.
Won the refresh war.
But it doesn't look like that anymore. No, the PS5 is not in the cabinet. It's actually out next to the TV, like literally next to it, because so it can breathe. My PS5 does not like Returnal. We find that out the hard way.
Interesting. A couple of times when the PS5 messed up after playing Returnal.
Yeah.
Good game though. It was fun.
Like something good?
Final
the
boss
master,
will-
the Master Chef joke.
Master Chef.
Oh my God, it's the Master Chef. And this
What a
music.
weird thing. Just like the Master Chief helmet and like a Star Wars shirt.
And the WarriorWare music. I love the WarriorWare like smooth move thing. It's just a good game, and it's
Awesome.
just so funny to me.
A little surprised people haven't actually did more jokes based off of that, or like try to recreate it in different
You know,
ways.
I feel like Nintendo fans just don't know anything about WarriorWare stuff.
Maybe.
No
I mean,
one
come on.
actually talks about them.
You could easily
I
make
know.
like jokes about like that WarriorWare like monotone thing about several different things. You know,
Yeah.
like the camper, sit down and create a fireplace, roast marshmallows, waiting for your next opponent to turn the corner, shove shotgun up their butt, and take 'em out.
That's a stupid.
With a
joke
breeze
right
and a
there.
hop, they'll never see you coming.
I'm like, clue? I don't have a clue. And I just throw it. And then I was like pretending I'm like, oh, I'm sweeping.
Man, you had a had a pile.
Doing
lot
that
of
one
commands.
arm was terrible too.
I think I passed out around this time.
Full of drawings and knickknacks and pins and my art desk slash mechanical desk, and I got some broken
It's kind of
stuff.
funny that you do show Scarlet earlier in the video intact, and then it's like she's just like cut in half later in the video.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
that was before we moved, and she was like glued.
Super glue
And
and
then the gargoyle's fixed. Chun Li's kind of fixed too,
Kind of.
but not really.
duct tape or weld.
She's kind of like propped
And
against the bookshelf, so she looks like she's
fixed.
fixed, but not really.
People gave them to me to
Uh-oh.
fix.
I
Maybe
think I
I'll make
hit
another
something on
video
the
about
keyboard.
that sooner or later.
Are you still recording?
We got that nice Italian
It says recording.
finally hanged
Okay.
up.
Oh, okay.
Looking
I scared myself. I accidentally hit 0 on the keyboard. I was like, oh no!
Might need to like stop so we can.
No, it's still going.
good.
Okay.
Hey, I like to
Yeah.
spray that one.
Because I dropped my like little
Got some
earpiece.
artwork from the
Uh,
anime con
So you hear nothing now?
No, I did. I put it back in.
Oh, okay.
It's just like the fact that you have like the music in the background. It's just
Yeah.
like I remember you asking me, it's like, so is this Italian or something? I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'm like, it's from
I mean-
Sonic Unleashed.
I mean, there's a point in our lives where you need to have fine art, and then you also need anime posters right next to the Sonic Adventure poster,
Yeah, man.
because it brings back more memories.
Yeah, that thing came with a wooden hammer, and I just didn't understand why it came with that. And gosh darn it, I hit it again.
Stop hitting the keyboard.
I keep hitting the 0 keyboard. Stop.
Stop emoting.
Okay, anyways.
think you have
It came with a wooden hammer, and I just didn't understand why, because you can actually just use force with your hands and push them together.
It's for those people that want to use a little hammer, man.
Dude, I hate the texture of the hammer. It was too smooth, and it almost gave me a paper cut. I mean, a splinter. But I had like concerns of like how cheap the product was, but it was actually pretty good. I mean,
It honestly is quite solid. You even bought more.
yeah. It's double that, like another 6 on top of that. After that, it's like almost to the ceiling now.
To the ceiling.
I just pretty much wanted another one so I had more space to work with.
See? It's just there for that.
But look, it leaves a chalky residue on it too. It's like,
Yeah, because it's a very chalky.
that's why I didn't like the texture on it.
Legend Dragoon, every girl with a hammer ever.
I mean, to be fair, every girl with a hammer ever has been fantastic.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
I like girls with hammers. They're very hardworking people.
I've seen that before. No,
Don't take that the wrong way, please.
hang on.
Take it in any way you want. I'm just glad you made this like thought process. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well,
it's
it's
so,
the same freaking bookshelf in the background.
it is. I think it is.
He shops at Amazon too, so we're bros now. You know, like
Yeah, because that's how that works. You go to this place, a shop that millions of other people shop on too. We're like connected.
bro, come on. Oh man, my fat hands, dude.
Actually, I think that might be my fat hand.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think you're videotaping.
I
us.
still have fat hands. I got fat
I
hands.
just love the fact that you have Rion as your background or not.
Yeah, Rion from Galarians.
Like all
No one
drugged
probably
out,
knows that
the
show.
the bloody eyes, looking like he's.
Yeah, I just want this horrifying picture, but we just ignore it.
I was kind of confused, so I just sent him a text saying, like, is this your way of saying that I'm being too loud?
Am I being too loud right now?
Blushing
Yeah, maybe.
smiley face.
I mean, he did move.
What? Why you sent me a smiling face?
It
Like-
means don't take it seriously, man.
And I'm like,
To
I'm
confuse him, I
okay.
sent him 2 random videos,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of adorable, like,
You know,
Korean
every
girl
time you like
and,
you showed me that,
a cat
I'm like,
with
are you
a
sure that's a
Lord of
real
the Rings
person?
movie trailer.
Because it's just hard to imagine like someone actually looking like that.
Well, he should
At
be
30?
more confused about
Yeah.
the situation, and
You never know.
yeah,
Yeah,
get,
I do
like,
have to mention
3,
she's very pretty.
half laughing.
I'll
faces,
give you that, but-
and that's the end of it.
But yeah, you're right. It's like it's kind of hard to believe that
It's like,
someone
that's a
actually
person.
looks like that. Yeah, it's like holy shit, how much makeup you use, or like is that actually natural?
How much surgery have you went through in your life? Like, I'm really curious.
You look like an anime character. Can I please?
His eyes are just.
Tell me your secret. Oh yeah, the Lego Mario being creepy.
Yeah, now you have Lego Mario and Luigi being creepy right there on these
Yeah,
desks.
it's
with
kind of
their
weird. They
soulless
just
eyes.
direct you.
Stuff I got. And yes, that is
Yeah.
2 desks on top of each
And
other.
I actually wanted to say that. I was like, yes, that actually is 2 desks.
Yeah,
Like a
top
desk
secret
on top of
file.
another
Getting
desk.
Ready for the next project, and this is Shinobu.
Desk,
Make
desk
sure I work on my
section.
projects.
Just can't say that.
And,
Ready to record. Wait.
and I also want to use Shinobu on my desk, and that way I have someone like staring at me all the time to make sure I'm working.
Used to be next
Because
to
I
TV because I
am.
recorded Alcalto, and that's how I
It takes me a lot to get motivated to do things.
I guess I need
You want
a
me
new
to stand in the
plan,
back of the room and just glare at you?
I think.
No, would that help?
No, I think you're about the same way too.
So yeah, this is my makeshift.
It takes you forever to draw something.
Hey, just because, like, it took me, what, like...
Guess we're going to edit
Okay, shut
all
up.
that.
Anyways.
I love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the night before I actually finished the video. I actually stood up, pulled an all-nighter to finish the video on the couch, on the computer. It was crazy. But it was so worth it. And
you
then
go-
here's our actual first game review, dude. The reason why it says box button. One of my friends, actually two of my friends, but they're brothers. They actually called the square button box button, like legit. They keep calling it box button, even though I corrected them and everything. They still call it box button to this day. So I'm like, okay, fine, Q button. What's stopping me from saying quadruple point shape?
Dude, it is a, it's a four-sided item,
Welcome to my first game.
Yeah.
You like go with like trying to go in with like that chill voice.
Yeah, that
Didn't really pick up the best.
well, I was sick, and I was like, oh, I do have a chill voice. Well, might as well try to make it a chill voice. But if you're wearing headphones, this sounds pretty alright.
I'm not familiar with the Gundam series, but I always enjoyed
Yeah. Like Gundam. Why did I do Gundam Versus in the first place?
I mean, I don't fully know. I think you kind of got it with messing with it, and like you wanted like something to, test things out on and get more of an idea.
Yeah, I think you're right. Plus, Gundam Versus is not a really well-known game here, if you ask me, just because no one really talks about it. No one, even if it did came out, no one actually talked about it. But like it deserved like some kind of better review than most people. Like I look it up online and people will be like, "Oh, we need this game over here." And then you got some people who are like, "Oh, it's okay. It's just such a mixed game." But that's why I just want to talk about it and go more in depth with it and why it didn't really work out over here. But I just wanted to do the Sunday and Gundam thing. But and that case looks so chewed up.
Well, I mean, considering we got it.
Yeah. And then I had the Gundam just putting it in.
That's pretty Gundam fast.
It's pretty Gundam
Put
fast.
a little pun there. Little baba.
Yeah. And look at all that huge list.
We finally get to play
Oh, man. It takes forever to
Oh,
install.
look at that. It's the theme song from the original Gundam series. It sounds pretty nice, actually.
I just wanted to actually make fair complaints about, like...
You put your right foot in, you put your left on.
Stop! You're going to get us copyright.
Alright, Sony owns the rights to that, don't they?
Sony's owns the rights.
Sony owns the rights?
Sony's owns the right to that shit, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course!
I can't believe they had a PNG image of a purple controller. That was great.
Burp.
The R1, L1, and L2.
But they didn't have the PNG image of that one. Box button.
It's such a good little animation. It's stupid, but I love it.
And plus, like, I knew people were going to, like, try to correct me about, oh, it's square button, you idiot, so it's making fun of those people, too.
Well, to be fair,
I am one of those people. I would just say, like, square button, you idiot, but,
Not again.
glad you went with
Not again.
What was it, Jeremiah?
Yeah, from,
The
The World Ends With You.
I'm just glad he's like your avatar in this.
I mean, that's what I was playing at the time. That's what I was streaming. So, and he had a lot of PNG images that I wanted to use. I didn't really have an avatar yet, so I was just working on that. Maybe in the future I would create a mascot. If you're listening to this right now, and if you got a great idea for a mascot, let me know. Yeah, I actually had to fast forward that. That was taking so long.
Gundam Versus is a 3D arena fighting.
I mean, like, the game is awesome, but it just had very bare bones to it. But it just seemed like it had a lot of work put into it.
Will Knuckle Master ever
But
finish
not
his
at all.
review of Gundam Versus?
Me with anything. Help me.
That's two.
The game has a couple of modes.
Ultimate Battle!
Yeah, we're really big fans of Tekken over here.
This
We
is
love
basically
Tekken.
horde mode like Gears of War,
So,
playing zombies
we
and
just
stuff,
put Tekken in
where
slash
you
this
fight
week.
Gundam villains
Fishing
in
gun.
series in a wave-like fashion, and then every 5 there's a boss fight. Sometimes there's a bonus wave where you can play as a boss and taking out all the Gundam. That's pretty. And then there's trial battle.
Wasn't that your idea to like make everybody explode, or was that my
I
idea?
think that was your idea. I think I was talking about Eggman at the time.
Yeah, and you're like, put Eggman in there, and I'm just like, okay, and then I put Star Fox in there, and made him explode.
So when you pick a gun,
I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put all these weird ass references in here and just make them explode. Foreshadowing something.
Honestly, this kind of reminds me a little bit of like that old like GameCube Zoids game I used to play, but it had like its own like campaign and stuff and all that. I wish I could get another one of them, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's
after you
gonna
beat
really
trial
happen.
battle,
I meant the one on Switch is $20 now.
Yeah, but that's more of a just like
what to do with the credits roll. I mean,
it's not what I'm looking for.
it's
I
in the
guess.
main
Yeah.
menu too. I always find it funny when credits are in the
Yeah.
menu because you can.
I love it when video games have those stupid credits on the main menu. It's like, oh, why do you want to watch the credits? I'm just like, oh, cool. Well, I'll just hit the credits and then I beat the game. Cool. I'm done.
I'm just glad we got Reggie.
That's my friend Reggie.
And I like it how like it goes to you, he's not there, then you throw it, and then he's there, and it's like
Yeah, I know. Continuity editor. So good job there, Chef.
thank you. I like the point of that.
Well, we're going to try to keep that joke going where I just throw shit out and just have Reggie take it.
This.
Oh yeah.
Made like that joke, and you were like, "Hey, can you like make like a picture of the Mr. Clean guy trying to go Super Saiyan?" And well, it's just kind of like instead of that, we made a small animation of it
Yeah.
instead. But as like me being, I guess you could say, incompetent at the time, I made it so small. That's why it's so pixelated.
Yeah. I also I was actually quite surprised that no one actually draws that Salt Girl as an anime girl, especially when people draw Wendy's as an anime girl. Like I wish people draw the Salt Girl as an anime girl. I feel like you can do a lot with that.
I mean, you can, but at the same time, it's just like,
Check this out.
it's just something you're not telling me right now.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Like you probably can make a lot of good jokes. Like are you salty? You know, like people do talk about salt all the time.
It does feel a little untapped, I'm not gonna lie.
It's untapped market. And then there's me, like, comparing to the theme song that it should be like, put your right arm in. Oh my
That's kind
god.
of what goes in my brain sometimes. I pick up some things.
Yeah, I just pick up some things that other people just don't think about.
Yeah, I'm weird.
And then you just hear the keyboard click. Click.
Join in and see what happens. Show. I love
Show.
practicing
Yeah.
hobbies and fighting.
I tend to say, like, weird shit all the time when I'm playing games. So,
While I'm in the practice
One of my favorites is Check a Look.
check a look.
It's kind of like having a sidekick that shoots
And
first. You
I
can
have,
also
like,
move
show,
up and down with the sticks
and then
to give out
Kahoot.
commands to your AI partner deep.
I like Kahoot. That one is basically saying the girl looks cute and cool at the same time. So Kahoot.
So amazing.
So, you know, that's some trivia for you. And then show, it's like ho, and then yo at the same time. It's like show. It's like show. Whoa.
Like, I do also like the fact that
There's
like,
the animation.
like you even took the time to make your own half of the animation. I was like, oh dang, dude.
I'll just take you down with a grain of salt. Come on. Are you already salty about round one? Just a single strand of blue hair.
I thought it would be funny.
All right, here we
And
go.
then,
And then you didn't you just make this into a music video?
yeah, since there was not a whole lot to talk about the game, I just was like, okay, I'm gonna show off online battling and see people still play or not. And surprisingly enough, people still play this game to this day. Am I any good? No. I lost every single one of these fights, maybe one, and that was with Shadow. He let me win. So,
I mean,
and this game doesn't have a whole lot to talk about, so I just kind of like, well, let's make this video even more entertaining as much as I can.
all the old Anarchy Reigns soundtrack.
Yeah.
And just like it had.
This
like,
is probably my favorite entry. I really enjoy editing this one. The first part was fun too, but
got more into it as further you went.
yeah, the further I get into it, the more editing there is.
The words and the lasers.
Yeah, I'm a mess. From the right, and I actually showing him going to the right. I love having all this badass music, and then the guy's like cocking his shit, and it's like it just sucks. He just shit talks the whole time, and he just sucks. Yeah, there's Shadow's profile right there. It's funny, G. This one was pretty hard because the match didn't even last like a minute, I think.
I just always find it funny that you like have like that picture of another
Girl.
anime girl with red hair just in the freaking window thing.
Yeah, she's like in denial. It's like, it's me, duh. I'm the hot shit.
Pretty sure if I remember correctly, it doesn't end well for that character.
I see
Still
you're
don't know
pretty
what
bad
that
at
does.
this game. I had so much fun, like, making things, like, gang hit, spin.
The original. Try to stop me.
I'm original. Yeah, he has though. He has every right to say he's original. He's quite the original. Like, pretty much I had to include the original Gundam guy because you just had to. And the song is just pretty much said, I'm original. So I was like, well, this has to be his song.
You know, one thing I find funny, I never got to watch the original one, but I do always find funny that they have a freaking mace, like, attached to a chain.
Yeah. One of these days we'll watch the original Gundam series, and if people actually like this whole video game music video thing, I might actually go back and do full songs of each character.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe not the female one, just because like that robot is so awkward to use. Oh my god. Yep. With the Star Fox Assault music. I mean, I felt this track fitted this pretty well.
It does, honestly.
How come, like, oh yeah, the whole keyboard joke.
My thoughts on Gundam Versus are
I like remember when you like, hey, let's play this game. My only thought process: can I play as Zaku?
Can I play as Zaku?
It's like, why do
Then
you
you
want to
gotta
play?
deal.
It's like, why do you want to play as a Zaku? I don't know. I just like the design.
I always like Zaku designs.
I mean, not all of them. Some of them end up looking pretty boxy, but I just like the more like rounder ones.
Yeah.
But you have to change them in the main menu every time. Sadly, not a lot of replayability besides the trial battle.
Yeah, it just basically try to home in like there's not a lot of playability, but it really is a wasteland in the online lobby.
Sometimes it's people, sometimes
I think what I had it like waiting for a whole hour, and then like one guy finally showed up. I was like, cool. people are still playing this game. I'm glad. But of course, it's like some Korean or Japanese player that can whip my ass in no time.
Just someone who has played this and knows what to do.
Play this a little bit too much, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a fun game. It's just not a lot of people are playing it.
Mostly for me, it's fixing the music because 1 to 2 minutes of looping and opening ending songs is mind-numbing insane. Yet,
The music
gameplay is
choices.
great, and the best
I always
part
like that
about
one.
I just wish they would actually make some music soundtracks too.
It would definitely have, helped improve it a bit.
Hey everyone. I hope you enjoyed my video.
But, I mean, what can you do, right?
Right.
They probably didn't have... I mean, honestly, they probably lost a lot of their money trying to, like, get the licensing for the music itself anyways. Maybe. I don't really know.
It's the Gundam company when they have all their music on them.
Bro, I have no idea.
Alright, final video. Do you listen to earbud again?
Bro, it keeps falling out of my ear, alright? I don't have correct shaped ears.
You think I do? Oh boy, that you keep knocking stuff over in my room.
I'm sorry, okay?
Anyways. Oh man, the final video of season 1.
I'm glad, like, it was like Wily Coyote, and it's just like,
Yeah, you want to
No,
know
man.
like how this started? Why this crossover thing started? I was working on the video, and we were playing No More Heroes 3 at the time, and 2 and 1. And I noticed that the loading screens, I was like, oh, dude, I can do that. I can do that in Photoshop if I wanted to. And then I'll just make a quick transition, and then it just makes it. I can make that loading screen, basically. And then I showed Shadow one day, and I had like a concept, and he's like, just do it all. Just go all out on No More Heroes. And I'm like, looking at him, I'm like, challenge accepted. So that's what I did. And this is my opinion on this video. Like, when I talked about big YouTubers and Nintendo games. Like, I feel like a lot of, like, video game review channels do talk about Nintendo games solely, only Nintendo games. They don't even talk about, like, other games on the Wii or, like, 64. Like, they just strictly talk about Nintendo games. So, like, yes, we all know they're great games. But there's so many games out there. Like, Panzer Dragoon. I can't wait to talk about Panzer Dragoon. Maybe that'll be the next video that we're breaking up.
Honestly, the Sega version of Star Fox in a way when you think about it.
Or Star Fox is a Sega version of Top Gun.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, Star Fox is a Sega version of Top Gun?
Yeah, you've never seen Top Gun on the NES?
I mean, wouldn't
You
that
fly
be a
around
Nintendo
and shoot
version?
stuff?
I mean, wouldn't that be a Nintendo version? No,
I mean, Sega made Top Gun, I think.
really?
I don't know. I have to do some research.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know actually.
I'm screwing with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Who'd that?
that was a test.
I'm not gonna lie, but I always liked Wily.
Yeah, out of all the Looney Tunes, Wile E. Coyote's my favorite.
I don't know. He's just. I can feel a connection, His life sucks, and so do I.
Why do I think about Top Gun being on Sega? Oh, I'm thinking Space Harrier. My bad. My bad, everybody. Please don't comment on that. It's like, yes, I know. I screwed up. Thank you.
You do have to admit, like, you're right. Like, they really did put a lot more animation
And Wile E. Coyote.
than the Road Runner. I guess, like, maybe, like, they made him first, and then, like, they're running out of time, so they kind of, like, slap together the other one, maybe.
Yeah, but usually the Roadrunner is like the main character in the cartoons. Well, kind of. I mean, they kind of like both have the same screen time, don't they?
I mean, it's kind of like a, you know, Tom and Jerry, you know, like they're like they need to be together, really.
Yeah, like I think like 90% of the time is.
Oh, I see. There's a time limit.
I would say like
Time limit. I guess that's him
I'm not very
starving to
familiar with
death,
the cartoons,
Tiger.
like to
Oh,
actually
good.
have that knowledge to be like, well, it's 70%. You know, I can't say that.
I think that if you click a
Well, normally when you see him, he's normally with.
It's pretty much 50-50, if not 60-40.
to kill you. I
But,
honestly feel bad for Mr.
Yeah,
Coyote.
this is one of my games from my childhood that I played all the time.
Did you keep making Jet Set Radio?
Yeah, I thought it would be a funny ass idea to every time I get the skates, I just slap in Jet Set Radio.
Hard to control.
I mean, it's just one of my favorite games of all time.
And you can jump higher with the C button.
Same thing with this game too. It's probably one of my favorite games on the Sega
Be able
Genesis.
to see what's in front of you,
Um,
especially
I
when
played
you're
this all the
driving
time as a kid,
Okay.
and
Where am I?
I was just playing my Sega Nomad on the desk. I was like,
Blow it up.
well, if I'm playing it, might as well record it.
Whoa. Huh.
I don't need this.
That in.
I was like, well, let's find out if I can actually record on the Nomad, which you can, and and then I get to play the game, and while I'm doing it, it was just a good work ethic, you know. And then I actually like had that where it looked like it says butts and ladders.
Website called. I'm kidding.
If people actually did notice the logo, that's the in hentai logo.
Beauty.
And isolate
If you ever go on that site,
deep sides and the
I'm sorry,
Oh, interesting. You learn something new every day, don't you?
but they do have a lot of weird tags.
Little nice little village in the desert.
Yeah,
How cute.
that's all I'm going to say on
I
that.
see him.
All right.
What? Just want to tell people that.
Spread the word.
Spread the word of hentai. Please sponsor me in hentai if you're hearing this.
Oh, no, that would be a weird sponsorship.
Yeah, how you would go about it without being demonetized.
You would make it a Christian games, and then that's just
Yeah, that would be even worse. It'd be like, it's Christian games within hentai. As my sponsor on YouTube. God dang, dude.
I don't think they would need a sponsorship.
Yeah.
It'll be found.
Him getting hit by the rocket and exploding.
All about the balance.
It's all
All about that balance.
In the opposite direction to keep the balance without falling to my death.
the Taco Bell, like, dong noise.
Well, yeah, I kind of wanted to sound like
That sounds like a real
church bell.
coyote over there.
The Taco Bell noise is the only thing I think of. Yes, this actually does happen in the game. Like, you actually have to smash your head in and then, like, build up momentum to go to the right. I always thought that was super weird as a kid.
I mean, it's an interesting mechanic, nonetheless.
Yeah, but why'd they make you physically hurt yourself to get
Because you're
around?
playing a Looney Tunes video game.
Very loading game design, if you ask me.
Oh, shit.
There's bombs, traps, and balloons with anvils everywhere to give you the beating of your life if you're not careful.
Just everything in the way.
Wait, I can crawl on the ground this whole time?
Yeah, that's me actually finding out you can crawl on the ground like that.
Okay then.
He just looks like he doesn't want to be hurt.
Yeah, then just put the text like, oh God, help me.
He knows what he's in.
I got the skates again. But every time I get the skates, like, I lose them automatically. It seems like.
Dude, like this, how you just pull it multiple times.
And then I finally get the skates where I use it more than, like, 10 seconds. And this was the idea. Like, this was, like, another beginning idea for another video. For the Bleach video. You can see that in the next year on season 2 commentary track. We'll get to talk about that one day.
Next year.
Yeah, next year. Around this time.
at him puffing out his chest with confidence.
Look at him puffing his confidence.
And before you know
Yeah, like every time you touch the Roadrunner, he just explodes into clocks. So I was just kind of like imagining, like, well, what if I just say like he's teleporting because of the Chaos Emerald or something?
He stole the Chaos Emerald.
The Purple Cave. And surprisingly enough, the No More Heroes music, I mean, I did have like 4 game soundtracks to work with. So, yeah, there's a lot of cool ass music from No More Heroes. If you never like played No More Heroes, I definitely suggest it.
Don't go in thinking like it's like gonna be like this. Like, you kind of like. I'm trying to figure out a good way. It's a little like jank a bit, but at the same time, you'll generally end up pretty happy if you're just enjoying the ride. It has some issues though. That might not be great for everybody, but like if you're like really in the mood of like the obscurity of it all, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
It could be a bit grinding.
the first game is a bit grindy, but they streamlined the second one better. But did you know the fans didn't like the second one as much?
Really? Well,
Like I saw it on Reddit, like someone posted a picture about like everyone loves the first one, they're mixed on the second one, but they did fantastic on the third one. It's like who agrees with me? I'm like, but that's your favorite.
I mean, I'll say this. I enjoyed all of them for the most part about the same. I really did enjoy the first one, but I have to admit, I kind of got tired of trying to grind money after a while. I get the point that's kind of like the point.
Yeah.
But, you know. Maybe a little off subject at this point.
Is it? Man, we're just talking about No More Heroes on this, and that's the point of the commentary.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I guess you're right. We should focus back on here.
We'll definitely have a video at some point just about No More Heroes.
Honestly, the best joke in the whole video. No one suspected this joke at all, I bet you. The whole deja vu joke. You just have him wrecking over there.
Did he just outran Sonic? Nah, I think I'm going crazy. Boop. Time to fly, baby.
Yeah, this is probably honestly, like, my favorite level, but it ends so shortly. Just because, like, you get the green suit and you just fly to the right and you're done. But, like, you get the green suit and you get the green suit from the actual cartoon show and you get to fly, you know? That was, like, the best part, right? You actually experience the cartoon for a video game. Oh, yeah, there's our people from the previous review. You'll see later on, like in the next game review, I'm probably going to make a reference to that and keep building this lore. If you're actually listening to this,
If we find desert levels, should have a horde just sticking out as you were walking by.
yeah.
But like never before, and fly to the right, and you're done.
And someone actually, people on Reddit in the community of YouTube are awesome. I love these people. Just because I'm like, I Google it up and they're like, yo, someone on Reddit just be like, oh, I found the voice synthesizer that sounds like No More Heroes on the boss room. And I'm like, yo, give me that shit. I want to type shit in there that sounds like Roadrunner. Like, that's actually wanted to do. I wonder if that's what Nitro Rad did too, but who knows. And me posting on Instagram and on Reddit, like, they loved it. I think this is the best video so far on the channel, and I'm proud of this video. Actually, it's my favorite video so far that I worked on.
Come on, a little bit more. Yes, we finally beat the Roadrunner.
Wasn't there like another like then when you like posted all this stuff, like the people that you actually had some responses to it, and one of them wanted you to like draw Kai or Wiley as like what was his name?
Dan Smith from Killer 7. Yeah, people are actually like really love the idea of Wile E. Coyote being Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes, and then Dan Smith as from Killer 7.
We made freaking the Roadrunner as Harry.
Yeah.
Speed of the Roadrunner is way faster than the Coyote.
And then the game had like no love for Roadrunner. It was kind of weird. Like you go through the game like even faster as Roadrunner. You'd be done like, I bet if you were speedrunning, you probably could be done in 10 minutes if you wanted to,
Probably
or
quicker.
even less than that.
I mean, as people, according to what I've seen with speedrunning, it's pretty freaking quick.
Yeah,
Especially in older games, they just kind of.
but like Roadrunner is kind of boring compared to Wile E. Coyote, in my opinion, in this game. But I try my best to make them look entertaining, but you only can do so much with No More Heroes music and Roadrunner. You know what I mean?
No, I think Steel Python works wonderfully.
That's the name of the song, by the way. It's from the first No More Heroes.
I don't fully remember. Something to look up again.
Again, just listen to the No More Heroes soundtrack. It's a great soundtrack.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. Surprisingly enough, Travis Strikes Again probably has the best soundtrack because it has a huge variety of music.
Just walking into them is terrible.
My joke about Resident Evil.
I remember watching you and our friend playing that one level Coffee and Donuts.
Yeah.
Like, I remember you guys just like, will it ever end?
For the Coyote, they're very fluid indeed.
Yeah, they're talking about the fluid animations on Wile E. Coyote.
I think I have
Like how they're just so much better, and they just recycled the boss. But like, there's no telling if they did it first with Roadrunner or Wile E. Coyote. But like, since Wile E. Coyote has longer gameplay, you would think they did him first, or maybe Roadrunner first because it's shorter. I don't know. That's up to you, but
While Roadrunner only took me 11 minutes to beat the game.
oh, 11 minutes.
Design.
11 minutes to beat the game as Roadrunner. Damn, dude. And yes, I am a Sega boy. I love playing Sega Genesis. I'm not very familiar with Nintendo games as much as everybody else in the world, but it was pretty cheap at the time. I don't know if it's still cheap right now. Hopefully it's still cheap for everybody to play today, these days. Again, I love the fact in my head to like think about like someone be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look up Desert Demolition review on YouTube, and then they see this 20-minute video on this old ass Sega Genesis game and just be like, okay, my first question is, why Wile E. Coyote has a beam sword?
You the
And
guy?
then question number 2, why is it 20 minutes?
I remember, like, when you first saw that, like, dude. The line kind is a little off on it, but still ended up pretty freaking good.
Yeah, man, we drew that pretty good, man. You keep turning down our voices.
I'm sorry.
You have the left one.
I
so
don't
you
know
keep
how-
turning down my...
I'll turn it up if I knew how to do
It's
so.
whatever. The video's almost done. Shadow trying to mute us.
I'm sorry.
It's
I was
whatever.
just so angry.
Oh, well, we're getting to the end of the commentary track. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But, like I was saying, with the Wile E. Coyote thing, like, people just make only like 2-minute or 5-minute videos. I just want to do it right by having a 20-minute video. I just want people to enjoy that. And then what's next for Knuckle Master? One word: dreams.
What the heck does that mean?
You know what that means.
I mean, yeah, I know what it means, but...
Wahoo!
Oh, just gonna end it off like that?
I was just saying Yahoo, man. Yahoo.com, you know what I mean? Anyways, I hope you enjoy our commentary, and yeah, hopefully next year you get to listen to our next commentary track on season 2. And it'll probably be even longer.
Yeah,
because
there's a chance of that.
The Bleach video is 36 minutes already. And if I keep making videos on game reviews and stuff, holy crap, I can't even imagine how long that's gonna be. Hopefully I'll actually make more videos, but I'm pretty sure I will.
I'm sure you'll get it all done. It's gonna be an interesting year.
Oh yeah.
Look forward to seeing what comes out.
Oh yeah. We got plans. We got plans.
Plans.
Well, everybody, hit like, hit subscribe. If you liked the video, I'm just saying, ring the bell to actually be notified. Make a comment if you want to. If you dislike the video, give me a comment and tell me how I can do better. Okay. You have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
Alright, see ya.
As I started turning down the